Concluding remarks. Contradictions and inconsistencies in theories make them less tenable. Contradictions in life lead to mistakes. We end up believing one thing, acting on that belief, and then end up with something different. Today's contradictions, necessarily produced by sentiment-driven mass information, provides more and more persuasion, stuff that's persuasive to the eye and to the heart, but leaves less and less room for thinking. It is independent thinking that will help us see the contradictions so that we avoid mistakes. And since the world has become more democratic, at least on the surface, the demand for independent thinking could not be greater. It is the necessary starting point to finding solutions. It will stop us looking for wealth equality in socialism, for prosperity in capitalism, certainly equality in capitalism, for freedom of expression through political correctness, for integrity through multiculturalism, for sexual happiness in pornography, for happiness in consumption, for love and friendship in social media. How do we start becoming independent thinkers in the mass information age? First, don't start by believing in things. Instead, start by seeking reality and facts. Most of the time, they will be presented to you by people who have already organized them in some kind of argument or evaluation. Take in the facts if you can, but avoid the judgments until you have listened to the other side. In fact, avoid judgment until you have to make it. This sets you up to be hungry for more and more facts. You can never get enough. Making judgments too early simply closes us off to perceiving new facts, sometimes even when they are placed right in front of us. The aim is to rise above our paradigms so that we are not closed to facts which do not fit into them. Secondly, we must harness the tools for extraction. No amount of conventional education can do this, even at research level. The aim of extraction is not so much to find out more, but to ask ourselves whether we even have the ability to see what our paradigms don't allow us to see. It is a very difficult and vulnerable position to be in because we don't like being wrong. We don't like putting aside our beliefs and our sentiment about these beliefs. However, there are some things worse than defending our views and identities, and that is making mistakes. If the age of mass information is set up to make fools of all of us, the tools of extraction are aimed to override these influences and restore humanity to its rightful place, being rational, independent beings. It is rationality, not information, that we are desperate for. It is the route to peace and happiness.